Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Monday, the 1st of November 2021. I've shuffled, so I will cut. This is a major arcana reading. Devil in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. And Judgment in the upright. How interesting. Okay, we have here in the Devil and the Empress, we have two types of connecting factors between things and people, between things and things, things and people, people and people. The Devil deals with connections of duty, obligation, sometimes codependent connections, toxic connections, sometimes those friends we love to hate and who love to hate us, and the whole thing of being bought in and invested in stuff that makes us unhappy, because more of us are into that than we probably realise or would like to admit. We see this when we have ourselves or people we know who complain about this or that. A solution is proposed and rejected. You know, sometimes it's safer and more pleasing to be unhappy. Okay, it keeps us safe, doesn't it? Anyway, that's in the reverse. So that's that type of connection. The Empress is the connection of growth and stuff kind of fusing to make new life. The Empress is the energy of the sperm and the egg. The Empress is the energy of the whole matter of DNA, the two strands of the genetic material twisting around each other and connecting up in various ways to make new life. Growth, fertility, fertilization, fecundity, all of this. So we've got kind of connections and we've got yay connections here. Okay, they're both in the reverse today. So there's an unraveling of something. There's a decoupling of something. I don't know what, maybe you don't know what either, but anyway, that's the energy on the table. And it's for better and worse in this reading. Judgment in the upright. Judgment, the matter of no matter how deeply buried something is, no matter how far in the past something is, no matter how done and dusted something is or appears to be, for all of those cases, it's still there. This is the matter of how stuff builds up invisibly and then manifests, probably just when you don't want it to. And you look at it and you think, oh God, yeah, I can see how that has happened. And I didn't notice. And it's the stuff that we've pushed to the back of the karmic chest of drawers, slidden under the karmic rug, decided we're not going to think about anymore, or not going to have anything more to do with anymore, that is nonetheless rumbling on, informing our actions, our decisions, etc. And in the Judgment card, it makes itself apparent. This is the second to last card of the Major Arcana cycle before we reach the world, the fulfillment, the destination. And it's when everything, all the decisions that we've taken, all the ways we have approached what we do and what is done to us and what just happens, all of those karmic upshots come home to roost here. And it's the final kind of looking at the mass of everything, noticed and unnoticed, and giving it a last read through, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and really putting things to bed. This is the big final putting things to bed. Okay, so quite pokey energy on the table here. We become aware of the nature of our bonds and chains and binds. We become aware of the nature of our plugged-inness and lack of plugged-inness here with the Empress in the reverse. And there's a dissembling, there's a dissolving, there's a disconnecting happening. As I say, for better and worse. This could be a marriage. Okay. And that old stuff that you've tried to ignore rears its head once again. Ra. Okay. Magician in the reverse. So yeah, this is not something that we are doing. It's just happening. And it's another one of these readings where we're dealing with stuff just happening. This accrual and reappearance of stuff that we thought long dead and buried, it does just happen sometimes. And it's nobody's actions, it's no one's decision to make it happen, to hoik it back out again. It just bubbles up again. And, you know, there are mysterious forces that, if we understood them, would, of course, it wouldn't be mysterious at all. There's something very, very karmic on the table here. And what I'm getting from this is that it is long-term, slow, so slow and so big and so long-term that we didn't even notice it. Karmic cycles moving that come up on this day to make themselves known to us again. You know, karma is very small and quick, and karma is very, very slow, imperceptibly slow, and large. So much so that we don't see, at the extremes, we don't see either of them. It's like the infrared and the ultraviolet of karma. We don't see them. We see the stuff in the middle. So we've got both of them here today. We've got the big unseen stuff making itself apparent, and we've got the very, very little stuff, card number 1, making itself apparent. And what I'm seeing on the table here is that it is not in our hands. This process is not in our hands. We are not deciding this. And I mean, you know, that's natural in a way. I mean, no one summons this angel. This angel comes when she comes. End of. No one knows when she's coming. She's here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Okay. Yeah. This is not to do with us as an individual, even. This is to do with how, I've got Hermit in the reverse here. This is to do with how the physics of karma simply work, and they work on everything. They work on us. They work on ants. They work on viruses. They work on motes of dust. They work on everything. It's nothing to do with us. So it doesn't matter how long and quietly we sit and contemplate that little flame there in the lantern, which is that little light of ours. Okay, doesn't matter how long we sit and contemplate that. This is out of our hands. And perhaps here there's an awareness that no matter what we have done and the decisions we've taken, they are in our hands. Yes, they are. But the forces of karma, the physics of karma, is not at our command. Magician in the reverse here. That system simply is what it is. It's not at our command any more than gravity is at our command. You know, we can't choose to switch it off and not be subject to it. We are all subject to it. Wow. Okay. Hanged Man in the reverse. Right, this was, I think, the final card for the weekend reading, but it was in the upright for the weekend reading. It doesn't matter which angle we view this from. The only card in the upright today is Judgment. And it's interesting, I always find it interesting when the Hanged Man comes in reverse, because he is actually what we would call the right way up. This is spiritual gravity at work today, and the invitation on the table is to hold on tight. Things are levitating, things are turning on their head. Things that we considered the absolute mainstays and guy ropes and tent pegs of our life are popping out. We are reconsidering what we think of as our existential network. In the Empress in the reverse here, you know, all the givens, that this connects to this and makes that, and that connects to this and makes that. It's all up for grabs. We don't control it. It's not personal to us. And it might be a bit of a ride, I'll put it that way. So my invitation to you is to stay as present as you can with the reality of your existence. Never mind your character and your demographic and your personality and all that. That's not important. Your mere existence. Breathe with it, sit with it, because something really, really huge is afoot and the ground is opening up underneath you. These things happen. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.